So going on, the thing is, the has you know I think we has trans community, a community that has just come along a lot later than the gay community, for instance, or so-called community that is not even a community. Sometimes, mostly. We need to look at history and realize what have we learned from the other communities that have been built on. So there's a difference between the queer community and the typical LGBT or gay community. And I believe that in a smaller scale, that's what we are experiencing now. In the trans community, you have the genderqueer community and the let's say gender binary community that identifies as a trans man with let's say typical story that the medical register has thought, well, I actually, my experience is a bit of both. I came out as genderqueer and then I became more identified with the trans guy thing. My difference is I have never lost that side with the genderqueer community, and I think it's really important to. I have some specific political views. Some of them are, I believe that a queer community brings us a lot of interesting perspectives, but I don't believe that the movements in a smaller scale trans community, we are really few now. What we need is for people to have a space of their own and create their own and fight against the things that harm us, like discrimination or transphobia. That's the thing that brings us together. It's what people do to harm us. So we need to protect ourselves, or we need to just destroy transphobia. And I believe we only do that by thinking together and hearing different perspectives on gender diversity and gender experience and trans body diversity. And that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about, oh my god, I'm so dysphoric, or oh my god, I want to say my vagina. What we're talking about, people, trans guys, have different ways of seeing their own bodies. And we need to address to all of them and see what's the root of why we feel so bad. And this is not, I'm not saying this is voluntary. I feel bad saying my vagina. I don't believe that I have a vagina. I don't feel like I have a vagina, and it's, if you want to use the term dysphoria, I feel that way. I feel dysphoric, let's say, whatever, about my body. But also because I have a different way of seeing it. I have this, I have a dick, and from the moment that I can say, yeah, I have a dick and it's fine. Or I have a dick clit and it's fine, and it works different ways. But what if I have a clit that works this way? Or what if I have a vagina that likes to be penetrated? What if I have a manhole that likes to be penetrated? But that's I think the thing that both groups miss is we need to talk about gender diversity. Of course, in one thing we cannot lose the perspective that some trans guys don't like to have some body parts called vagina and don't identify with it. And we need to address that, Emery and Auguste. This is for you. On the other part, Emery and Fionn, we need to realize that a lot of different ways of experiencing gender diversity and our trans bodies are here. There are a lot of genderqueer people coming out as real genderqueer people, and if they want to call themselves some of their parts vagina, or even trans guys that want to call them their, pardon me, or even trans guys that want to call their body parts some body part vagina, and it's fine, and it's equally trans. We are equally trans. We have the same problem, that is transphobia, but it has different like sort of stages of oppression. But we are the same, so we need to unite. So I believe that what would solve this tiny situation would not be a huge breakthrough in the trans community, because we are so small, and we need each other to survive. We need each other's story and experience and body diversity to find new ways of fighting what is harming us. I believe that this is so obvious, or just, for instance, this is a beautiful idea, and it's a more beautiful idea, I guess, whatever. We need that, and the way to solve this would be Emery and Auguste, not all trans guys, and we are equally trans, and we have different experiences, so we need to address to all of them, like to refer to their body parts, hair, vagina. So say, well, this body part that you may call manhole, or you may call vagina, and you may use it, or you may not, and that's fine. And I seriously believe that they didn't refer to that. More like, I don't believe anyone in the FTMtranstastic has this sort of responsibility, because we take care of ourselves as trans. We have other means of communication. I have had other means of communication, and I think this way because I have had. It's difficult, but I have had. So, in one perspective, I agree that we don't need to, when we're talking to other trans people, we can't assume that they only have our way of referring to our bodies, or but on the other hand, I don't believe Auguste, I really don't. They have made this on purpose. I think they just made this because it's the way they refer to their bodies. So we need to always address this gender diversity experience of our own trans bodies, so we can say, no, what's the problem? The problem is the system. The problem is this assertion that that whole scheme of if you're born with certain characteristics, and you're some gender you identified with, and then you're a lot of things, that is just sort of wrong, all wrong, and makes us and harms us in a lot of different ways. I believe that's our problem, our common goal problem, and we experience it in different ways, and we need to talk about this together, not apart, together. So yeah, I don't think there needs to be a huge breakthrough. I think gender non-binary and gender binary can talk within each other and unite for the bigger purpose. Maybe it's too idealistic, maybe not, but I'm going to post it and not edit it. This has not been edited because I wanted my ideas to be sort of fresh. And I hope some of you guys watch this long video. And yeah, see you guys. Bye. And I love you all, because you all have been a huge part of my development as a trans guy, or in the trans sort of community and culture. So I think we need to take care of each other.